This is Planet Music.
Welcome to Planet Music from the makers of Planet Marzipan.
In a streaming world, we're proud to be a podcast that celebrates the art of the album. Hello, welcome to Planet Music. It's nearly Christmas, so
it's actually Christmas Day.
Is it? Oh, okay. We're recording this in advance. You know, let's just sneak behind the curtain there, folks. But I've had an idea for a couple of episodes that that we do a secret Santa. So the idea is each of us draws a name out of the hat and buys something for one of the other guys on the pod. All the packages have arrived, but none of them have been opened so far. So you're going to see the reveals now or at the beginning of the next episode. 2 of the reveals will be in this episode, followed by 2 reviews of those, whatever's in the packages. And then next week, you've got the other 2 reveals and the other 2 reviews. So, welcome to Faye Gouston.
Hello.
Graham Tennick.
Hello.
And Mikey Kay.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We've drawn straws, and I think Gray is going to do the first reveal. So, Gray, over to you. Let's see what secret Santa has bought you.
You're supposed to.
I think it might be a CD.
Thea.
Yeah.
It's not a box of Lego.
It's not a box. Well, it's about the same size as a box of roses nowadays, isn't it?
Oh.
Oh! It's got to be Craig.
What you got?
Thea Gilmore.
Thea Gilmore.
LieJacker. LieJacker. I've not heard this.
Okay.
It's an absolute corker of an album. And the reason I picked that one for you, and I didn't want to do a big in-depth one because that's the one that has the Lua Road on with Joan Baez. And it's the song that every single time I hear it, I cry no matter what. It just gets us straight in the feels. But it's got a good range of different types of songs and things on it. Even what she calls a prog epic.
That's a win for me then.
Cool. Well, you've got 2 packages, so
I have.
One will own the other, but you've got to review everything.
Oh well, not straight away. I think we'll do one of these down the line, because what happened is I actually ordered. There was a special deal on, and I'll let you open them first, and then you see what's.
It's a chunky one. This one.
Chunky wonky.
I just thought I was special getting 2 presents. You see.
You are.
You've technically got 4.
Whoa! What the hell?
Yeah.
David Ford. Isn't that one of the ones that we were talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Basically, on his website, he had a promotion on the CDs, and it said you said you get 3 CDs for what would be the price of 1. So
awesome.
his first album, his 3rd album, and his 4th solo album. So you got I Sincerely Apologize, Let the Hard Times Roll, and Charge. They are all absolutely fantastic albums, and Let the Hard Times Roll is one that I want to do a proper deep delve down into sometime in the new year, because it's one of my favourite albums of all time.
Well,
it's good. I actually don't know any of them, so it's going to be a sort of an initial reaction review when I do it as well. So
cool. So let's agree that you're going to do the Thea Gilmore then for this.
Yes.
And we'll do David Ford separately, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I think we'll get Mikey to do the next reveal then.
Okie dokie. Let's see what Santa has delivered. Dun, 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 dun. Not an Amazon package by the looks of it, although you never know these days. Oh. Lunatic Soul, The World Under Unsun?
Ooh.
Oh.
8th studio album by the solo outfit of Riverside's main composer and vocalist bassist I'm not going to pronounce that.
Marius Duda, sorry.
Double album with 14 tracks across almost 90 minutes of highly diverse and profoundly atmospheric progressive rock.
I was going to say it's prog.
You'll love it.
Guess where that came from?
Oh yeah, guess where that came from? What?
That was, that was from Santa Meza. Thank you very much.
I hope you enjoy it, mate. Gray and I have got lots to say about it, but it's brilliant. It's a double CD. It's about 90 minutes long. It's fantastic.
Wear headphones. It's awesome.
Well, thanks to the miracle of timey-wimey, it's now 2 days later. So we're going to talk to Gray and Mikey about the albums that Santa bought them. So Gray,
Indeed.
just remind us which album you got.
So I got the one that I'm reviewing is Thea Gilmore's LieJacker from 2008. From Quake.
Yeah.
It's somebody I was aware of. I'd heard one or two tracks. It's particularly the Avalanche album, because I think it was the Avalanche album was the one that kind of...
Yeah, that was a big one from like 2004. It had...
Oh, that was the one. That was the one they say Broker, wasn't it? It was the one.
Yeah, because it had two singles on which did okay, which was Juliet and Mainstream.
That's right. I remember the Juliet one. Yeah. So I was aware of her, and so full disclosure, although I'm into my prog and my rock and all that kind of stuff, I've got a huge leaning towards folk and Americana. I love playing the acoustic guitar. I'm into traditional folk. I play the bagpipes. I play the mandolin. And I was brought up on a diet of traditional music. My aunt and uncle used to take... I spent my summers going to folk festivals and all this kind of stuff. So I grew up on that kind of singer-songwriter vibe. Huge fan of more modern things, more modern people like sort of Seth Lakeman and all this kind of stuff. And if anybody knows him, there's a guy called Richard Shindell that I was introduced to a few years ago, who's a singer-songwriter who is absolutely stunning. And it's that kind of... It's a crossover between folk and Americana. And I think this album does that in places really, really well. But it also... What I love about this... Singer-songwriter stuff, it can be hit or miss. Because sometimes they try to be really clever. And they try to be really, really inventive.
I think for me, with a singer-songwriter, it's all about the voice. You either get the voice or you don't get the voice. Because
I think that's a really good point. Which takes us, so if we think of, who was it we did, where I said her songs are great, but they need to be sung by somebody else. Yeah. So her voice for me,
Craig's other wife.
Yeah. Whereas I put this on, Old Soul started. It's simple. And yet so powerful. The voice is just brilliant. It just draws you in. It's got that emotion. You feel everything in it. Absolutely brilliant. And that one there, I think that's really good because that's got this duet with the guy. Is it the guy from the Zootons?
Zootons, yeah.
Yeah. And he doesn't sing like he normally does with the Zootons. There's an element, that soulful sort of emotion-racked stuff that he does on that duet as well. So right from the off with this, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm hooked. This is for me. So that was the first duet on the album. This is the first album she ever did duets, isn't it? She'd never done them before. This was the first one she'd done it. I've done a little bit of reading.
Yeah.
There's another one we'll come to. But the next song, Black Letter goes in a completely different direction. It's almost like that Katie Tunstall style acoustic based.
Yeah, it's got quite a Katie Tunstall vibe to it, hasn't it?
Yeah. But it's folky. It sticks to that folky vibe. It's absolutely... It's kind of entrancing. You know, the way the groove runs and what have you. So the whole album for me is just really floated my boat. I sit in my little office and I have music on all day, right? For the last 2 days, I've got up in the morning, I've put this on and I've used it's called Apple Infinite now, isn't it? Not Apple Genius, Apple Infinite, where it just carries on playing stuff. And I've basically had folk-based singer-songwriter music on for the last 48 hours. And what was really interesting...
Oh, you were looking depressed.
What's really interesting for me is the first time I played this through. So I mentioned Richard Shindell, and he's got some amazing albums. He's a really, really powerful writer. But again, he has that plaintive voice, that voice that draws you in. The first song that came on after this album finished was a Richard Shindell song. So, and then you had Seth Lakeman, and you had Kate Roosby, and I love Kate Roosby, and all that kind of stuff. So the music it's playing is stuff I've played before. It's stuff that I've got in my library. So it obviously recognised that this is what I love. Dance in New York, which is what, 6.5 minutes long, 7 minutes long.
She calls it a prog epic.
It's stunning.
It is, isn't it?
It is absolutely, but it's simple. Oh, I mean, it's an epic song. It's epic in length, epic in scope. But it's the way she uses strings and the plucked strings. It's not pizzicato, it's plucked strings and all the bits and bobs and the fiddle bit in the background. And the whole album is that things are done tastefully. You never think that anything is out of place. I mean, there's one or two songs I think are perhaps throwaway songs.
Yeah.
I'm not too keen on Rosie or When I Get Back to Shore, but that's because they're almost too simplistic. But when you look at things like Roll On to me was a bit like Tanita Tikaram. Her voice is in a lower register in that one, and she's got that kind of, or Joan Osborne even, maybe somewhere between those two. I know very different, but there's a groove to it. You've got Icarus Wind with the piano, and it's
I love Icarus. I love Icarus Wind. It's a gorgeous song.
Icarus. So I have written GAWJUS, gorgeous. But it's also this Icarus Wind and Slow Journey. They use effects, but they use effects to enhance the song. They don't use them for effects or to be flashy. If you think of Icarus Wind, the reverb on the voice and the way it gives you this space. It's like being, afloat and all that kind of stuff. So it ties it in. Slow Journey, the way the effects are done on the voice and the guitar, it gives you that kind of slightly off kilter feeling. So you feel the trouble that's going on. And then it finishes with the Lower Road with the duet with Joan Baez, which is just brilliant. And I think she'd been on tour with Joan Baez the year before or 2 years before, hadn't she?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen her do it on her own. I mean, because I saw this tour at the CH2 in Gateshead, and in absolute buckets, because that song just gets me completely.
And I totally understand. I'm not going to talk about the bonus track on the CD because
Mikey love it.
Yeah. I mean, all right. She does a cover of "You Spin Me Right Round," and it's really weird because it's actually very true to the original without being disco or electronic. It's like it's bizarre. I think I hate it, but I'm not sure. Do you know? It's one of those things where you hear a song and you go ah, but then you'll listen to it anyway. But I mean, much like a lot of the other albums that we've done where I've been aware of or I know people that have been around that kind of style, I am down a rabbit hole. I mean, I'm looking, I had heard parts of her 2023 album, was it? Let me just take a look. Yeah, the actual Thea Gilmore album. I'd heard parts of that. And one or two tracks off Small World Turning. So she must have been in my awareness somewhere, but I'd never focused on her. I am now lining up the albums to listen to because it's been an earworm for me for 2 days. So thank you, Craig. Really good choice. If you like singer-songwriter, if you like folk or Americana, I highly recommend this as a listen. If it's, I don't know, would you say this is a good entry point into her stuff?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. This and Avalanche are probably the two. Yeah, two good.
Really, really good. I mean, it's quite interesting because I googled it and I looked at the Wikipedia, I looked at her history, but all of the reviews were really good, apart from BBC. BBC was like, this album's shit. Don't even know why you bother. She's done it before. There's nothing new. Don't even bother. But everything else was just like, yep, she's done it again. She's cracked it. This is great. And I think I'm definitely on that side. I love this.
Yeah. But if there's another cover version that she did, which ended up on the Army of the Dead soundtrack, which was Bad Moon Rising, which is a beautiful.
Is that her that does that?
Yeah, it's beautiful, different take on the song, and it's well worth listening to as well.
Yeah.
Because she did that about 2021 or sometime like that, before the version that was used on the soundtrack to the film.
So overall, you're pleased with it?
Oh yeah, definitely. But it might be expensive because she's got something like 17 albums or something.
Yeah, I mean she's in a new phase of her career now, because for the first like 20 years she was with Nigel Stonia as a writing partner,
Wow.
producer, and husband. That all came crashing down.
Is that when she became Afterlight?
Yes, that's when Afterlight happened, and her life changed completely, and her writing style changed, and she's had a bit of a rebirth in her personal life and her career.
All right, okay.
But yeah, I've not had a chance to see her for a good few years now, and I
will definitely go next time she's around. I will go and see her. I mean, I have been blown away by this, although not quite so blown away as a certain other member of our quartet and his Christmas gift.
Well, I think that leads nicely on to Mikey's Christmas
It's a good
gift.
segue, isn't it?
Yeah, very good. It's almost like it was prepared. Mikey, remind us what you got and who you got it from.
Well, John was very kind to gift me the album The World Under Unsun by Lunatic Soul. And it's the limited edition media book version of the double CD album. A joyous 14 tracks and about 90 minutes worth of music. So as I do with anything I buy, I look into the artwork first of all, and I thought, oh, John, what have you done? There's some guy dressed up like some sort of pseudo modern day Jedi.
Strange images in it, yeah.
And the front cover reminds me of something like Tangerine Dream or Jean-Michel Jarre. So I didn't know what to expect. And I certainly didn't know anything about the guy.
What's his name?
I'm not going to pronounce it.
Yeah, you are. Come on.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marius.
Marius.
Was it
Marius Duda.
Yeah. Marius Duda. Yeah.
And he's a very clever duder, isn't he?
He is a clever dude.
So this is my first foray into Polish prog. I would say I like my prog to be accessible, and I think this has it in spades for me.
I don't think this sits firmly in prog at all. I think it's got elements of dance, electronica,
so ambient,
folk at times. Yeah.
Well, that's it, and I think that's why it was probably a perfect choice from you for me. My parallels that I drew with it were Stephen Wilson, Peter Gabriel, Mike Oldfield, with a smattering of Tangerine Dream.
That's quite interesting.
The electronic work throughout it isn't too imposing. Doesn't take away from the music. But I'll do a quick flash run through of the tracks because there's 14 of them. Love the opening track, which is the title track of the album. Moody, atmospheric, sets the scene straight away.
It's deceptively simple, isn't it? But then it just
it is.
It's not.
What I like about it, I think what the thing that I liked about the album as well is the movements and songs aren't long, and funnily enough, two of the longest tracks on the album happen to be my favourites.
Yeah.
So, what I expected to like from it is the complete opposite of what I did like. But this one, the bass work it was absolutely sublime.
Well, he is a bass player. He's the bass player in Riverside.
He is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And like each of these tracks was like a hinging moment for me, and it was the outro on this one because it's just got absolutely gorgeous piano like you don't expect after all the atmospherics at the start. A lot of the tracks have got that prog shift about them.
Yeah,
but it's not It's not. I would say it's diverse, but it doesn't go off on a tangent. You've got no major stop starts. Everything.
No, he kind of gets
goes beautifully.
a mood or a feel, and he kind of develops that, doesn't he? He doesn't.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
There's no Marillion like bolted on sections.
So I think for me, where we were talking, you said about I don't think it fits into prog as such. I think for me, this is an example of the difference between music that is progressive and prog rock. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So prog rock for me, it still has that sort of Genesis, Marillion, the kind of.
Well, it's kind of a broad spectrum now, isn't it?
It is now,
bands like Pineapple Thief are not like Genesis or Yes.
Yeah.
They're under
and I think
umbrella.
They are, and I think it's why you get people that say, "Oh, we're not prog," but their music is definitely progressive, and I think this falls under that progressive banner rather than what a lot of traditionalists would call prog rock.
But I think that's because of his day job, isn't it? He's in Rivers.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mikey, we interrupted you.
It's quite all right. It's quite all right. Second track, Loop of Fire. Sorry, Loop of Fate. I can't read my own bloody writing. It's a game of two halves. You've got a dark and rhythmic, almost like a mantra section to the start of it. The second half is purely instrumental, and it is absolutely awesome. And the thing I like about it is after quite a moody and atmospheric first track, you don't expect something like heavy and rhythmic. I just love the way that it changes from track to track.
It shifts, doesn't it, a lot, yeah.
Yet the whole thing gels. It's really brilliant. Third track, Good Memories Don't Die. This one was acoustic guitar and spades, absolutely wonderful. It's got a lighter tone probably than from most of the album, and it's actually got some amazing lyrics in it as well. I guess some part of my dream still goes on while I'm awake was the line that hit me. I thought that was really good. The next track, Monsters, is actually one of my favorites on the album. It's one of the short ones, but it is one of my favorites. It's quite guitar driven, and this was where I picked up the first of two Mike Oldfield moments. It's got a lot of reverb and effects going on. But can you remember Sunjammer from Jupiter Bells 2? The yeah, it reminded me of that. I thought it was brilliant. My only complaint about this one was it should have been longer.
Okay.
But that's because I loved it so much.
That's all right.
Then you go into the Prophecy, which is just haunting. And it's got another lyrical mantra that goes on throughout the whole thing. Beautiful keyboard work. And then that builds and builds and builds, and guitars come in, then drums come in. It's eclectic as hell, but it really works really well. Then we go on to Mind Obscured, Heart Eclipsed. Again, the bass work on this is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
And another one that's kind of half song, half instrumental. Massive Oldfield vibes again with this, and that's purely because of the guitar work, but atmospheric as hell. Really like that one.
And it's 11 minutes long as well, isn't it? It's a long track, yeah.
Still not my two favourites happen to be on CD 2, though.
Okay.
So CD 1 ends with Torn in Two, which I've just put down as a gorgeous piano ballad. It is a lovely ending, the first CD. Starting disc 2, we've got Hands Made of Lead, which is more like a short poem set to music. There's not a lot of song to it, but it's beautiful. It's ethereal at the start, and then it goes off into this, what I would call a prog rocker. And it's got amazing saxophone work. And I knew there was going to be saxophone on this album because I saw it in the liner notes. And I thought, oh, here we go, saxophone. But it is brilliant. It really lends itself, and it works so well with the guitars. Loved it. Really loved it. The second track is Ardor, which I've put down as frantic, almost flamenco guitar work. Kind of reminded me of the Queen innuendo vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's
Fun.
also heavily drum laden. Love tracks with drums. I've said it before, I'll say it again. But it's just, it was another one of those all over the place, but works. It really just hinged between the first song and the next one, which is Game Called Life. And this happens to be
Your joint.
probably my favorite track on the
Oh, is
album.
it? Yeah.
I'm going to say joint favorite. It's another one which is just beautiful guitar and vocal work. Oh, by the way, I think his singing voice is brilliant.
Mhm.
I don't know what I was expecting from an artist from Poland. I was maybe expecting some lint to it that I couldn't quite get away with.
You don't get that with him. I mean, that's
No.
worth saying that obviously English is his first language, but some of the lyrics on this album are incredible for somebody who doesn't, it's not their first tongue.
Yeah, absolutely. But this one had a kind of 80s vibe to it, I thought. Big drums. There was actually wrote down, it's got a Simple Minds feel to it.
Okay.
Sort of like New Gold Dream era. It's funky and it's got a weird time signature to it as well. Absolutely loved it. And there's a line on it, which is, I'm done with playing this game called life. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Then we move to Confession, which starts with a gentle guitar. It's almost got like a folky feel to it, this song. And then again, halfway through, you get big guitars. Keyboards are wonderful. And I actually think this is the closest to prog on the album. And I actually wrote down, I think Marillion could do this.
Okay.
So if anybody in the Marillion camp wants to ever do a cover version of Confession, I think you do it really well. Then we've got Parallels, which is a purely instrumental track, very ambient. And I think it's needed at this point because you've had a lot going on. And I think it's just a bit of breathing space before you get to the last two tracks. And then comes my joint first favorite track on the album, which is can't read my own writing and
Self-distorted glass.
Glass.
Yeah.
My God, it's industrial, it's new age, it's dark, it's heavy, it's foreboding drum work. It is absolutely top-notch stuff. It is epic, and I absolutely love it. It's almost got like a Middle Eastern feel to it as well.
Yeah.
And it's got the best outro of any of the tracks on the album. Absolutely love it. And then the last track on the double album is The New End. And it's just beautiful. It's ethereal. It is what I would call a perfect album closer. It just signs it off beautifully. And it's another one that I've written lyrics down for because I thought it was absolutely just poetic. It says, how to stop living with guilt. No matter what you do, it will hurt. How to stop fearing that scars will remain on your broken heart. Not song words, but poetry words, and it just lent itself to this. Like I say, I don't know what I was expecting after picking the CD up, and I thought either John's going to throw me into a Spock's beard black hole, or he was going to be very, very kind to me, and you were very, very kind to me, and you've
I'm
really,
so glad. I'm so
yet
glad that you
again,
enjoy it.
yet again, opened my eyes and ears to something that has passed me by, and I think it's absolutely wonderful.
Well, I was just about to say, I think you should listen to the latest Riverside album, ID Entity. Different again, but I think you get a lot out of it. It starts off, the first track on ID Entity sounds like Aha.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah. But so I was going to pick up on the link between this and Riverside. So you talk about his lyrics. the wordplay on the Riverside albums is really, really clever. Even the names of the albums.
Yeah.
So you've got Anno Domini, high definition, ADHD. You've got rapid eye movement, REM. You've got all the is it songs? What's the one they called? The spell songs. All the song titles spell something apart, and then identity, ID, entity, and it's all about the modern social media. Really, really clever. Songs of New Generation slaves.
Yeah.
But this album in particular, for me, I don't know how you felt about it, but I almost fell into a trance-like state listening to the album. It just drags you in, and there's this kind of motion to it that you just lose yourself when you're listening to the album. Everything else just disappears.
I try and listen to it in its entirety. I think it's a really nice hour and a half. It's it doesn't overstay its welcome.
The thing that I liked about it is that it doesn't feel like you've listened to 90 minutes of music.
No,
Absolutely. Because again, my heart sank when I realised it was a double album, and I thought, "Oh, John, man, how way!"
I didn't send you War of the Worlds, did I? So.
Yeah, but trying to do a double album in 48 hours to review,
Yeah, but it's 2 45-minute albums. It's like it's proper. It's a short album, double album. It's not like somebody's put 2 80-minute CDs together.
Yeah, but there isn't a track on this double album which I think's duff. It all belongs there. And I have to say, the last time I felt this way about an album, and it's not like the Overview or the Cure that we've previously, or Toy Matinee, which I've really, really loved. This one made me feel the same way that I felt when Tubular Bells 2 came out.
Wow.
Where I just couldn't stop playing it. I fell down a complete rabbit hole with that album, and Craig actually bought that first, and I stole it off him until I got my own copy to give him my CD back, because I was just so down a rabbit hole with it. I just could not stop playing it. I thought it was the best thing that I'd heard, and I gave it a quick listen on my headphones yesterday. And I have played this album 3 times today.
Wow.
And that wasn't just because I needed to review it. I could have very easily written all my notes down on the first listen. It is right up my street because it straddles everything I love about. I mean, I just like good music. I have to say, I never pigeonhole myself into I like pop, I like rock, I like prog. I never do that. I just like good music. And
it's almost as if we regularly talk to each other about music.
Almost.
There is one other thing you've done today, Mikey, isn't there, around this album?
Sorry?
There is one other thing around this album that you've done today?
Is there? Oh, yes, I might have purchased for the first ever time from Poland a vinyl album. So I loved it so much, I thought I just need to get it on vinyl, and I know there's a black vinyl edition which is floating around Europe, but I saw this beautiful smoky version on Discogs, and I thought, you know what, it's Christmas, I'm going to treat myself. So it's already been shipped.
From what I saw, it wasn't a bad price at all.
To be fair, for the price I paid, it's for a double vinyl album. You really, really can't get vexed at. You would pay nothing more than what you would pay in the UK right now. Very happy with that. And I can heartily recommend it, no matter what musical genre you like. I think there's something in this for everyone.
It's definitely in my albums of the year.
It's in my top 3 or 4 albums of the year.
It's probably in my top 3, but it's a phenomenal record, and I'm really glad that you got something out of it. I probably couldn't have sent it to Craig. But maybe I could.
I wouldn't have had time this week.
Not this week, no. But I'm so pleased that you like it.
No, thank you, Santa John.
That's all right, mate. That's all right. Well, that's what these 2 guys got from Secret Santa. We're going to keep you waiting to find out what Craig and I got from Secret Santa.
Yes,
So-
'cause we're going to do that on New Year's Day. So instead of 2 weeks apart, our episodes these ones are just a week apart. So enjoy your Christmas pud for the rest of the day. As if you're listening on Christmas Day when it comes out. But yeah,
Why would you be listening to this on Christmas Day?
you'd be surprised.
Well,
I listened to you last year.
Okay, well, if
It's
you
to
are listening
skip
to
the
us on
family.
Christmas Day, Merry Christmas. Go and speak to the family. We will see you in a week's time. All that remains to be said is thank you to Michael K.
Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you, Mikey. Thank you to Graham Tannick.
Thank you very much, and festive greetings to everybody.
And thank you to Craig Houston.
Merry Twitmas.
It's good night from me.
And it's ho 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 from me.
Take care.
And stay alive.
Woohoo. Okay.
Thanks for listening.
The Planet Music from the makers of Planet Marzipan.
If you like what you've heard, please like and subscribe, and maybe even join our Facebook discussion group.
You can contact us at planetmarzipanpodcast@gmail.com.